Faith had a lot of kidney pain, like flank pain, and was throwing up constantly and had high fevers. So we took her in to Memorial ER to have her checked out. And they eventually ended up admitting her, and she was there for about 4 or 5 days with a kidney infection. And then after that, she did not stop throwing up. So we were put in touch with the GI specialist. And since all of her insides looked good, we were then referred over to neurology because they were thinking that it was several different types of migraine strains. But then she just kept getting random, crazy, weird symptoms. Instead of them thinking it was, a migraine issue, now they're looking at a much wider picture. So there's several different types of specialists that are now getting involved. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we're getting really close. In July, she was hospitalized for what they're thinking was a hemiplegic migraine, which causes paralysis to the whole left side, and it hasn't come back. So she's still partially paralyzed, and it was supposed to come back as soon as the headache went away. At this point, because we don't really know what the true diagnosis is, maybe permanent, or maybe once they figure out what's going on and can treat it, it comes back.
I'm just hoping that we end up getting a diagnosis and we get everything under control. Because my episodes are so random and uncontrollable. I'm just hoping that once we figure out what's actually wrong, we're able to control them and I'm able to function more normally than I am.
Even if it's 50 cents, if it's $1, whatever you can, because you never know when your child's going to need it. Faith has always been my healthiest kid out of all of them. She's never had any issues. And this hit us out of the blue, and it has not stopped. And when that happens to your family and to your child, you want to know that you have somewhere for them to go that's going to be able to give them the care that they need. And without the Children's Miracle Network and the donations, we wouldn't be in the place that we are.
Christmas is here, everywhere. Oh, Christmas is here.
I want to go into research and kind of help find cures for incurable diseases. Everything that's happened with me, people don't really know. And I want to be able to research things and help find, because there are a lot of diseases and stuff that people don't have cures for, and I want to try and help find cures for them.
Like Christmas all the time. Oh, I feel you, Christmas. I know I found you.
When you're a parent, I guess I haven't really thought about it. You just keep fighting. You keep doing what they can't. They have to fight the actual battle of being sick, but they can't take on, the doctors, the hospitals, trying to understand what it all means. So that's just keeps me going, knowing that we're going to reach the end and she's going to be okay. I know a diagnosis is coming, and it's just a matter of time before we figure that out.
Where are you, Christmas?
Yeah.
Fill your heart with love.
Here's an update on Faith.
Since last year, she has actually finally was able to regain feeling in her leg when she was paralyzed for 8 months. So we were able to kind of get a breakthrough with the doctors. Her primary care doctor worked with a lot of the pediatric ER doctors at Memorial. As a team, they were able to try something that was just different with propofol treatments, which when they did that, it relieved all of her symptoms. So she was in a really good place for about 6 months. So the treatment did last a good 6 months. She did 6 weeks of physical therapy, since she was not able to use her leg, the bottom portion of her leg and foot, for 8 months. And after that, she was great. She was doing really well. She had another episode, another attack. This one came on pretty strong, where it paralyzed from her foot Her entire left side, her neck, her face, her tongue, everything was paralyzed. And it happened within 20 to 30 minutes. We did another propofol treatment. The feeling came back. She's just sore and weak, which is normal when this happens. Her muscles are just tired. Kind of like when you have a body part that falls asleep for a while and you touch it and it hurts because all the tingly. It's basically what the left side of her body feels like.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the feeling to like fully like strengthen itself back because my muscles are just tired and sore. They get like stronger every day. So
when we get back into the pediatric ER, the nurses are incredible, very compassionate. She happens to get nurses that have daughters around the same age and have mutual friends, so it makes it a little more comforting. And the staff tends to work really well together and keep in contact with her primary care doctor, who's overseeing everything, to make sure everybody's on the same page and we're doing what's in her best interest. And the doctors at Memorial were the first ones that were willing to do it. So they have it on record that it worked. So now each time we go back, it's not having to fight to get something done. They just do it.
Call 336-0500 now. It's the 1015 KGFM Giveathon.